us like chasing after a romance with Autumn and Nora, we're now gonna be like,
No,
that's it. That's it.
I'm not giving her anything.
You're muted on WhatsApp again. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. There we go.
You're back.
Maybe when the noise like peaks from me sneezing, it like turns itself off.
That's funny.
I don't know.
I feel like in tape... Okay, so genuine check-in on this. In tape 1, I feel like we were pretty, like, flirtatious with Nora when we were kind of like, getting to know her and stuff, because she puts a lot out there, and we were like, why not flirt back? But
yeah, because we were in a little fun flirty vibe.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not really feeling it anymore, so...
I think, I kind of don't like her. I think that she can do a lot better and she chooses not to, and she would be a terrible even attempt at romantic interest for Swann, so yeah.
Sorry, Nora, but not sorry.
Not at all sorry.
I also, like, in the past scenario, the fact that she hasn't called Autumn has pissed me off so much.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, I can't believe your mom let you do it. That's crazy.
I can't believe she's got a double one.
Not gonna lie.
That seems like a bad idea for healing. She's got a double one. It seems like a bad idea for healing.
My nose was already my cutest feature.
Oh, sorry, my
Cat will like it.
Okay, I'm not gonna say the thing about regretting it.
Sorry, my headphone has once again
said it looks awesome.
turned off.
Are you okay over there?
I'm thriving. Are we gonna connect?
Seems like a bit of a
There we go.
time.
Yeah, it's just a lot happening since really.
Oh, pal.
Okay, I think that's the right one.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. It's okay. If all else fails, I can just use my regular headphones, like the over-ear ones, but I'm trying not to because I too have a piercing.
Hold up. I totally spaced.
Okay.
I got you something in LA. Oh, no way.
I'm trying to work out when this was meant to have been.
Like how much time has passed?
Yeah, or like...
It's on the
I don't
counter.
know.
Check it out. For me? You're so nice.
It feels like something that's happened before all of this.
It was the least I could do. And it made me miss you a little less while you were gone. Hey, isn't this... Oh yeah, Cat used that kid on you.
Oh no, okay.
Fun.
I did look good.
Yeah.
I did look good in that makeup, but I couldn't get it off. That's what she said.
Wow. So this is after the concert, so this is very light-hearted and chill.
All about Hollywood, but
I know.
fashion
I'm mad at
is
her.
really what we bonded over.
Hmm.
She was so happy when I broke into that world.
Kind of mad at Swann for going along with it as well.
Yeah, I think I can like somewhat sympathize of like teenagers being teenagers and not always being the best at dealing with this stuff, but like Nora not like helping clean up, not calling Swann is one thing, but not calling Autumn, who's like her best friend for years and stuff. Fuck.
Yeah, it's really bad.
What's this stuff?
And I just know that if we have the chance to call her out on it, she's
My
gonna
dad took
be
me to
really
the craft store
successful.
yesterday.
Yeah,
It was like
definitely.
decent of him, actually. I don't know what I want to make though.
The one thing I do wish there was more prompting on the timeline of when things are happening. I thought the same
Yeah.
thing. Life is Strange, just a more solid idea of where things are. In Life is
Yeah.
Strange, to be fair, I think it's quite, it's pretty like clear because it's like each episode is.
They
like
make
a
it
day.
quite obvious.
But
Yeah.
in Take 2, I am, just somewhat a little more hinting of how much time has passed would have been helpful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nora's like hatred for Velvet Cove is such a strange thing as well, because like I understand
She grew up rich there.
Yeah, this is the thing. I understand to a degree, but like you comparatively you've lived such a privileged life.
Yeah.
You know? I don't really understand it.
Yeah. I feel like there are things about
Oh my god,
my
sorry.
hometown nice.
It's a
The Legend of
Zelda.
Momo Jing. Definitely not Zelda at all. Yeah, I feel... It's like, I feel like
My mom always
when I
had
think
her
about
own
my...
hookups.
Oh, of course she did.
She'd take me to premieres when I visit.
Oh, of
That
course.
whole world was like the opposite of Velvet Cove.
Sorry to interrupt.
She'd parade me around all these fancy parties. I thought it was such hot shit.
I just didn't think of my hometown that way, I guess. Like, I think I wouldn't universally say it's the worst place in the world. I'd just be like, I don't love everything about it, you know?
Yeah.
And that's fair.
Yeah.
But fully being like, I would never go back there again. I didn't think I'd ever come here, ever, blah, 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 is like, okay, that's too much.
Moth girl. I love her.
Me too.
Moss Girl is a riot girl.
She's that bitch.
She's that bitch. I love her.
Tried to save what I could.
Fucking sucks. Those guys are total asswipes. Lame to the O.
Yeah, I know.
Lame to the O.
They own me. I mean,
To
like,
the O.
they wrecked a lot of my shit. Seriously.
Okay, Nora. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting as well though, because again, I don't know if it's just because I've been on the Twin Peaks rewatch recently, but one of the interesting things I guess about Twin Peaks that like is the way that it's about like the dark underbelly of like small town America, but also it also very sincerely loves the beauty of small town America too.
Yeah,
It's like
definitely.
both of those things at the same time.
Yeah. And I think...
Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say it's like, it's that complicated feeling that I think any of us have about wherever we've grown up, where it's like, you know, I mean, obviously I grew up in sort of a town, but also very close to a city. I grew up very, well, in technically in a London borough, but like it felt separate because of trains not being very good when I was growing up. But yeah, like I care about it and I'm proud of being from there. And there's like elements of it that I think I could see why people enjoy it. Like I don't like that when I go home I might bump into people I know, but some people might love that. Like it's that very there's that familiarity and that like, I mean, it's home, right?
Yeah, I hear that. And one of the interesting things as well, we can save this for our future deep dive into Lynch and games, but just briefly, I think a lot of people like say that Twin Peaks is about the dark underbelly of small town America and like the goodness is a veneer, but I don't get that from the show at all. What I get from the show is that the goodness, the beauty, the community, the intimacy is all just as real and just as good as the evil is evil, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. And I think, I don't know. It's complicated, isn't it? We're always going to feel complicated feelings about where we grew up, but
Yeah,
yeah.
but I think that's the I guess Nora is leaning so hard into being like, I hate everything about, and that's kind of why I was saying like, but you had good memories there, you made good friends there, like how can you not see the
Yeah.
good as well as the things that, you know, I'm not trying to not sympathize with like being a queer kid in a small town and how hard that can be.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was
Yeah.
the fact of the matter is there was good as well as there was bad, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And especially for
I don't
her,
know.
it's just like, and again for
Yeah.
her, it's like, what was that bad for you
Especially like
specifically?
so for instance, if Autumn had said something like that as like a black teenager growing up in a majority white like town, I'd be like, yeah, okay,
Yeah,
fair, you know?
bit more
I get it.
understanding. Yeah.
Yeah, like, yeah, fair enough. But she's not. And instead, Nora's the one. I just think Nora kind of, I guess, thinks in extremes a little bit. I
Yeah.
don't necessarily think that's a bad thing, but like, she's not giving much nuance to that feeling. I think she just doesn't like being back there because she's uncomfortable because of what they're talking about and because being in that place reminds her of all these things that she's tried to avoid. And I think this is the problem: is it's not that she necessarily hates the town; it's that the town is everything in her mind that she wants to avoid because she doesn't want to deal with it.
Yeah, that's such an interesting point, because I think in a lot of ways, like, black and white thinking can be a kind of avoidance. You don't want to
Yeah.
confront like the complexity of things and how like multiplicitous and how like contradictory things can be, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, obviously there are times
Yeah.
when like things are simple and things are, you know, black and white, but a lot of the times in life, like, I think that I guess I'm thinking of certain like scenarios and stuff and relationships in my own life, and I'm just thinking, yeah, I think some people have, including myself in like the past, I would say, that sometimes it's easier to think of something as like all good and all bad rather than like confront.
Yeah. Definitely. And I think like when I've been in situations that have been not great, I think I did tend to go straight into the all bad because actually that was more protective. But I think once you're past a situation and you can look back on it, yeah, I don't know. I think of like this group of friends I had that was like really, really bad, and everyone was really not in a good place, and everyone was in a very destructive place, and it was just a bad time. But like I can look back and think of like, you know, there were good things. There were times where I had good experiences with those people. There are things that I do now that I wouldn't do if I hadn't been friends with those people, or think ways I think. And like, you know, yeah, it's not 100% bad. It's just that I don't need to go back. You know,
100%,
I don't need to be
yeah.
back there.
I totally get that.
Yeah.
Dog Party saying, like,
Yeah.
as someone who grew up in small town I hated, I can relate to Nora, and have never been back and never want to. And the thing is, like, I also spent like a good amount of my childhood growing up in a small town. I would also never go back there, and don't, maybe except like occasionally, very occasionally, like want to go back there. But the thing is, and there was a lot of bad, and there was a lot of racism, like a lot of racism, like in my childhood in that small town. And yet, like, sometimes I'm like, I can remember the things about it that were good. Like there was elements of like knowing people, or like, you know, just the way things smelled and the way things like looked.
I even think
you could
about
see
like
the stars in the sky at night.
Yeah.
Night, things like that are beautiful, you know.
Yeah, I think about
miss.
like how I used to like live within walking distance of all my friends at school, and like
Yeah.
some of us would walk to school together and stuff, and like that was really nice. And yeah, there's like definitely things.
Yeah.
It makes me think a bit of like Stars Hollow and Gilmore Girls, and like,
Yeah.
you know, there are people in Stars Hollow that you're like, wow, I'm glad they're not my neighbors, but at the same time, there's like really beautiful, lovely community things about it. Yeah.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
don't know.
And I think for Nora, it's like, you know, we played tape 1, we saw the good times, you know?
Yeah, this is it. And we've just seen them, whereas I guess to her, maybe it's like so far away, even though they've just been reminiscing, but she hasn't really been wanting to reminisce about anything. She's been very hesitant about like all of it.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know.
For you.
She's very like, I don't want to deal with the past, I don't want to go back to the past kind of thing.
So, that box is for Kat. Don't open it. I want her to see it first.
Yeah.
Did you get Autumn something? Oh fuck. I totally forgot to get Autumn something. I'm such an asshole.
Yeah, you are.
That's crazy. She's your
That
she's
is
your best
crazy.
friend. What?
I finished making you that bracelet. It's gonna look so pretty on you.
Wow.
Anyway, I hope you like it. Wow.
Yeah, just wow.
Just.
The- like,
You like
3 of the options were flirting, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
Okay, well, that's nice, I guess, but do you want to, like...
Get something for autumn, maybe?
But also, do you want to, like, talk about, like, our
Let me put it on you.
feelings, or, like, be there for
I
your
wanna see you.
friend, or...
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, presents are fine, but... And let's just say
Yeah.
I have relationships as well, where, like, people get presents instead of, like, being there for you, or, like... you
Yeah.
know?
I mean, I literally at my work at the moment, if something happens and someone's like rude to me, or I like, you know, have a run-in with someone where I'm right, which often happens, rather than apologize, they'll just help me with something. And I'm like, okay.
Okay,
I mean, it's not an apology though, is it?
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it would. And then sometimes they just don't even help me
You
with
brought
something,
your
so it's like, well,
camera.
now you suck.
Hi.
At the end of the day, I'm right, so I'm just gonna stick with that.
Make sure I look cool.
Sure, Nora.
This is just such a vibe shift after the like
Space Cadet, get over
autumn
here.
interaction.
I know, it's kind of like, you know, when I was playing The Walking Dead season 4, and I
Yeah.
was like, okay, so one of these characters, when you interact with them, you're having like actual emotional vulnerability.
Yeah, and the other one's like, la la la, I've just written you a song.
I know, and I'm just saying that if you want me to be romantically invested, then you have to actually, you have to be giving emotional
He'd never
vulnerability.
admit it,
That's what I'm
but-
saying.
I think Dad
Yeah.
knew I'd nabbed that from his secret porn stash. He totally moved the whole box that summer. Trust me, I looked.
I do think it's funny how horny teenage Nora is, but
Yeah, like, but like openly. I think that's what's wild to me.
I kind of like that, not necessarily as like, I mean,
Hey,
you know, I think she's just a healthy level of annoying teenage
Yeah,
horny, but
for
I
sure.
think that like there's a lack of representation of teenage girls being like incredibly horny, especially when they're gay.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'll take
I think
that.
I just was
that
so
is-
repressed.
Is a positive. Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. Can't relate.
Not at all.
Cannot relate.
Not even repressed, just very like embarrassed and full of shame about anything
That's-
that I felt or did.
Yeah, I'm
I guess that is
that was
repression.
repression, babe.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
So I'm sorry I had to bring it to you.
Filled with shame and guilt.
I wasn't repressed, I was just filled with shame and guilt.
I did joke to my mom recently because she went to this funeral of like a distant relative, and that side of the family is Irish, and they all still living in Ireland. And so a lot of the family members were like people she'd like never met before, or like were, you know, they're so distant that it's like barely relatives at that point. But my mum always goes to funerals because that's just what she does, which is also a very Irish thing to do. But yeah, they like kind of, some of them kind of adopted her for the day because, you know, she didn't know anyone, and sort of brought her on board, and they were like initiating her in like Irish funerals. And she was telling me about this, and she was like saying, you know, that they were all saying like, oh well, you know, you seem, you know, you've got the vibe of an Irish person, and obviously you look like an Irish person, so like I think we're pretty happy to call you Irish even though you're quite removed from it. And I just said to her, like, it's like we've got the Irish vibes without the Catholic guilt. And we just have regular guilt instead, or other guilt. I don't know if there's regular guilt.
I mean,
but yeah,
there's Catholic guilt and there's other kinds of guilt. I don't know what regular guilt is exactly.
I don't know. We just don't have the Catholic edition of it, I guess.
Catholic edition
of guilt.
I love that.
But like specifically the Irish Catholic edition, because I feel like it's like Italian Catholics, for instance, have a very different relationship with guilt than Irish people do.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, just an observation. But yeah, it was nice. She was like really happy about it. She was like, obviously we don't really like consider ourselves that Irish, or like we don't really have much close family who are, but we obviously do have that in us. And you know, ancestry wise, like I think it's her grandma was Irish, and yeah, there's something there, and I guess it was just nice for her to like connect with that a little bit. And also just the cultural things that you kind of pick up, even if it's not like conscious. I don't know. Yeah, it's just nice.
That is nice. Besides from the guilt and the shame.
I mean, yeah. But that was just my joke. It wasn't that she felt guilt or shame.
I was so excited to see Nora again, but everything feels off.
Maybe because she's avoiding the fact that
without Cat and Autumn here.
Cat's,
and Nora, you know, keeps trying to fill the space with stories about LA and dumb jokes. Anything to avoid talking about what happened.
Yeah.
Maybe this is just how she's coping. Or maybe it's just who we're all becoming now.
No.
Growing up, they call it. Feels more like growing numb.
I promise you.
I think that's Nora.
That's
definitely growing numb though.
Growing up is actually being more in touch with your emotions, Swann.
Mm-hmm.
Or it should be anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess she just got a nose piercing and died her friend instead of actually talking about her feelings and like being there for her friends.
I made a matching one for
Many
myself,
such cases.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you would think that was weird or whatever.
The thing is, you trying to hook up with me is not going to make up for...
I think, like, I wonder what it's like in Swann's inner monologue, if you have been trying to romance Nora, because I feel like she would still be angry that Nora isn't talking about it.
Totally, yeah, you would, right?
How am I going to get that box together?
Yeah.
I called and Dylan said she's not allowed out. Corey was screaming at her in the background. Like, what the fuck was going on over there?
I miss Cat.
I really miss her.
I know.
You know what? Summer's not fucking over. We gotta, like...
Time and
ready
place.
for the mosh pit, Shaka Bra.
I'm not ready for the mosh pit, Shaka Bra.
Party even more when Cat's back.
I'm not really in a partying mood.
Jinx.
Imagine saying Cat would want us to have fun. That's so dumb. No, bring attention to the vibe.
Yeah.
I'm not really in the mood to party. Sorry.
Don't apologize.
Yeah.
She should. To everyone.
Sounds
No,
like
I will not be doing drugs instead of talking about my feelings. No. Sorry.
No.
Yeah, okay, we're on the same page.
I know, yeah, I'd rather, like, we actually fucking talk about shit, actually.
Boo. Your loss.
Nora, fuck off.
Yeah, there's a lot, isn't it? It's like the black and white thinking, the substance abuse, the like running away, the yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been lonely without you guys. I think it's more, I think again I want to make her, or at least I want to try and be more direct with her. Because if everything's so weird lately is the sort of thing where she go, oh my god, it's been so crazy. I don't even know, like, what's going on, you know?
Also, Matt
Right,
says on the earlier point, Nora is definitely the person to do presents for brides. And I think you're right, like, and it's funny because, like, the people in my family that I'm thinking of who, like, give presents instead of genuine emotional connection, it's like, yeah, it's a whole thing, and they never really understand why, like, giving you something like material things doesn't make up for you, like, it's not compensation for like an actual person.
Yeah.
And it's okay, so interesting observation though, because like maybe this is like how Nora's parents are. I think we potentially get that vibe from her mother, right?
Because, I would say yes.
Because they have a lot
I think
of money,
interesting,
and then instead of like giving her like proper parenting
attention
and
yeah,
just, like care, they just give her things, and maybe that's how she's like learned that behavior.
Yeah, I was thinking as well, it's interesting that, like she said earlier about her mom like parading her around at parties in LA and stuff, and like, I mean, obviously we know that like Nora's very like looks focused and like worried about appearances and things, and that really ties into that as well, of just this like feeling of like being perceived, I don't know, as like a young person. Yeah, I don't know.
It's interesting as well because she has children, so I'm like, what kind of parent is she to her children? I mean, she's maybe getting a divorce, so...
Yeah, well, hopefully Melissa's like better about stuff like that, but
hopefully.
I mean, doesn't sound like them. If Nora's not able to like confront things like that, I doubt their marriage is very good. I would imagine it's very surface anyway. Yeah.
Okay, it's been lonely.
It's been lonely without you guys.
Come here. We'll be okay. I know it.
No, you won't though.
because you
Don't worry.
don't understand what the problem is.
I have a plan.
Also, Kat is literally
We're getting our
dying.
Summer back.
And also Kat is like...
Okay.
Okay, what is your plan, Nora? I don't feel
Yeah.
good about that.
How are we saving Kat's life? What's happening here?
Oh, sorry. Ouch.
Ah! What? This branch almost poked my eye out.
Turn around so I can film you.
Such a baby.
Sick.
No. Oh, are they sneaking in?
Okay. Nora here, live on the scene of a hostage rescue at Michelson Ranch. Oh, hey, get some footage of the house too. Stay tuned to see if the spy team can liberate the hostage from her cell. Dun dun dun.
Okay, well this is a fun idea. Is it smart?
Yeah.
Probably no.
Wait.
No, but this is like some action at least, you know?
If I don't make it out, I hereby entrust my stash to Autumn.
I'm sure Autumn would
Not
really appreciate
your-
your stash.
Love and care.
If I get captured by the enemy, tell Pumpkin I love him. God.
Okay, let's sneak past the front gate. I feel like Carmen Sandiego.
Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Sorry.
See us? Just
That's okay. I'm not really aware of Carmen Sandiego, as that was not my That was not my experience growing up, but I
that was in your
respect
bag?
her vibes, and I love her cool little hat.
Hurry before they see
No, it was
us.
just like not really a thing. Where I don't know.
I've never played
I-
Carmen Sandiego. I wish I'd played Carmen Sandiego.
I thought it
but
was.
I've seen the TV show.
Sorry,
Fill me, Swann.
I see.
Go.
I don't know that I had access to it.
They
Also,
yeah.
though, I like her little coat and little vibe, and also girl games.
Girl games, yeah. Maybe we should stream Carmen Sandiego sometime. Maybe we
Maybe.
should find and stream
Fill
Carmen
me,
Sandiego.
dude.
Is it like GeoGuessr?
I don't know. It's like I think it was like educational games,
Yeah. Okay.
kind of like girl games, but like they are meant to teach you something.
Are you
Okay.
Yes, Nora, Jesus.
Oh my god, Nora.
Oh, come on.
Oh, no wonder she became an influencer. I know she's obsessed with her life being on camera. She's like, hey guys, we're just going to the
Oh.
store and I'm filming my children.
Yeah. Sorry, I
Yes,
was just
sir.
gonna say bye, Mac. Mac.
Bye,
thank you
Mac.
for
See you
coming by
later.
the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta see if we can find Carmen Sandiego.
I see you! Get the fuck out of here!
Corey, go away.
Going through the front gate sounds like the kind of stupid thing I do.
Yeah. Oh,
That's because it
interesting.
was.
But I didn't. We went a different way, didn't we?
Okay. She was stupid though. I'm not gonna say she was never stupid.
We weren't the types
Yeah.
to play it safe. Not always.
True. I was never one to have a real plan. Not like Autumn. Well, let's back up. We got to the gate, and then...
Fill me sneaking in. Hurry before they see us. Careful. That hinge looks old. Bet it'll give us away. Shit. You're right. What's plan B? Wait, we should figure out first which room is Kat's. I can't tell. Maybe you can zoom in and spot her with your camera? On it. Can you see her? No, but I'm looking. She's gotta be in her room. Probably
big
on the second
house.
floor.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I can't
Well,
see
it's a
anything.
ranch, I guess, isn't it?
Can't see anything there, so I'm guessing. I
I
mean,
mean,
it's
the
got
one with-
candles
right.
and Peter Pan. I'm guessing that's her room, right?
Yeah, that feels her.
Think that's her window?
Okay, I'm gonna throw a rock at it.
Imagine if it ends up being fucking Dylan's.
I'm so Romeo.
Chill out, Nora.
Oh, wait! I can use my light as a signal. It'll make less noise.
Oh, fuck, that's smart.
Girl, like,
Nora and Swann trying to do something is just two dumb bitches saying yes exactly at each other.
I hope she notices the light. Me too.
Oh no, we forgot to bring the weaponry in case stealth fails. I know, and stealth always fails. I try my best to stealth, and then...
I always fail with stealth. I don't know if stealth always fails.
Flasher.
Yeah, no, you're
Oh
right.
my god, Nor!
Okay, what's... Do I just keep it?
I don't know.
Keep it going, or... What? Okay, very, Ethel Kane right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay. Weird.
Oh, flag, that makes sense. Thank you for the tip.
Oh. Cool.
That's...
Thank you, Faye, for having that same issue, so that we could figure that out.
That also makes a lot of sense, to be fair, like...
Yeah. Oh, you got to keep looking. She's signaling something.
Sorry, I was trying to get my pink Lucozade.
Look, she wrote something else.
2 flashes, yes. 1 flash, no. Okay.
Cool.
Got it. Yeah?
2 flashes for yes?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yes.
What? Are you good?
No, I keep forgetting what buttons are what.
Flash that light, Swann. Hurry.
There we go. All I wanted was my pink Lucozade. Love you guys. Oh.
Imagine if we were like, yes.
Yes.
Correct.
Correct.
You are the correct cat. We,
D and C are downstairs. Okay. Be careful.
2 clicks.
Gate needs code. Okay. Record me. 7093.
Nice.
All right. She pointed this way.
Okay, which way? Come on, Nora.
Come on, Nora, get it together.
Live with Nora. Hi, okay. Code 7093.
Come on. Use the code. I got it. One sec.
I knew Cat would find a way to help.
Nice.
Open sesame. Bam. Let's go.
We could, climb up to her window? But maybe I should stay down here and be a lookout?
Shit. It's Corey.
Shuffle,
Seriously.
Nora.
Shit!
Shit!
Corey, where are you going?
Need some air.
He'll see you
Good,
there.
they're doing well then.
Quick, hide.
Where do I hide?
What? Fuck. Where?
It's alright, you don't have to hide. I think Nora has to hide.
Okay, the bike might
Are you
have been a
messing
stupid
with my
idea.
bike?
Ugh.
You psycho
Fuck.
bitch! Get the fuck out of here!
Honestly, is this even worth it? We can't remember.
You're messing with
everybody.
my truck, dipstick.
Maybe I should just go.
Don't give up, Nora.
I'm finding this thing of like, if you get it wrong, it's like, oh, you remembered it wrong.
He'll
It's
see
really
you
fun.
there.
Yeah.
Quick, hide. What? Fuck. Where?
The chair, I
Behind
guess.
that chair. Crap. He'll see her if I don't do something.
Move the wagon. I don't know.
What the fuck was that?
Move, Swann.
Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky.
Oh boy. Okay. No. That didn't happen.
You're probably wondering how I got here.
Swann. Get
Yeah, Nora,
over
shut
here
up.
quick.
He's so bad at being sneaky.
Nora, you're so bad at sneaking. Oh my god.
There we go. Okay, well, if it seems like we're definitely going to fail and you need to give me counter pointers, then let me know. But hopefully I can...
What now? He's not moving. I'm thinking. Doing something? No. No, you.
I don't know if ask for Cat's help, because I think that will be hard to do.
Knock the bird
Knock
feeder?
down the bird feeder? I don't want it to do the fire, because that's too close to us.
Yeah, agreed.
What the fuck?
I love terrorizing him. It must be said.
What the fuck?
Where's my...
Wow, that's a real choice to just go, yeah, where's my gun?
I've heard a squirrel, and now I'm gonna go get my gun.
Killer aim, Nora.
Yeah, seems excessive.
Now what? I'll look for a way up.
Looks like there is a little
Stay
ladder.
behind and distract him if he comes back. Okay. Here
Yeah,
goes.
looks like that could be a way up.
Feed's breaking up a little. Yeah, mine's a little clunky, but I think it might just even out a little bit
What are
in
you
a bit.
waiting for? Go, go, go!
Sorry, what's going on?
Dog party guy says feed is breaking up a little, like the
Oh, like
game
the
footage.
stream?
Yeah,
Okay,
I said
breaking-
mine's doing so a little bit too, but it occasionally kind of goes in and then out and settles.
Shit! He's back.
Okay.
Swan Queen, what are you doing? Whoop.
What the hell are you doing?
Ugh.
Oh shit!
I'm getting tired of this one. If we can't get this straight, what's the point?
Okay.
Do I just have to wait and then move across?
I think maybe wait till he's... Yeah, I think leave it for now. And then wait until he he's gonna turn around and go that way.
Okay, got it.
What the hell are you doing?
Oh, fuck. Maybe when he starts walking that way.
And I don't know how much more time we should waste on this.
Oh, Nora, shush. He gets to the second bush, you go the other way, I think. So wait now, and then when he starts walking the other way again, move the other way.
Am I meant to be going towards
Yeah.
the door?
Go the other way. Go the other way.
What
Hide
do you
behind
mean
the
go
other.
way?
So back on yourself. So the other side of the stairs. So where the bush is there. Because he's facing the other way. Yeah, left. No. Oh, you do go left. Oh, okay. But then I don't know how that works. Because if he's gonna keep seeing you, then like he's just gonna.
What the hell are you
Yeah.
Ugh,
Oh shit!
Swan, let's just move on. Obviously, we can't remember it, right?
He won't as long as you're behind a bush. Okay, so you just when he's moving, you've got to go right behind the next bush along. Okay.
What the hell are you
I
doing?
stopped
fuck's
moving.
sake.
I don't understand what happened.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
I don't know, Swan. We're not getting anywhere.
Nora.
Deal with it, Nora.
I just
Shit.
can't do this anymore.
Try to hug the bush. Oh, okay, you need to be closer.
It's not helping anyone.
Wait. Please. Stay, Nora.
Swan.
I could restart the check. Let's restart the checkpoint. Come on.
Yeah.
I don't wanna
I'm stressed.
miss out like an entire thing. Infiltration. I did think that restarting the checkpoint might be an option, thank god.
Shit! He's back!
This is so funny though, because it makes me feel like I'm playing one of those like old school games.
Okay, don't move now.
You know when you're
And they
playing
said
like
you
an
need to,
old
like-
game and you can't get the thing quite right?
Yeah, no, you need to go closer to the bush, like in more. Yeah,
Oh,
that's it.
I see, okay.
Don't laugh at that, Chris.
Chris! Bonk.
I don't know if you actually heard that. I think he was actually just doing a weird breathing. Just this thing where he games where he sort of breathes along with the buttons he's pressing.
just gonna go back? Okay.
So I think
I'm just nervous about like, which way I'm meant to move, but I'll start moving when he moves again.
I would say go left again. Once he starts walking. Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. There was that thing there and I wasn't sure if,
Yeah.
Hey, babe, we got anything
Whew.
to eat in there? Could
Hell
order
yeah.
Video games.
We're doing them.
Video games.
Okay, this should be safe.
It is very much how the sneaking into the castle went in the Ocarina of Time. It is.
Made it!
I remember that level well.
I can't believe you did that, Swann. You're my hero. I still gotta get up on the roof, though.
We'll find a way.
Cat's waiting for us.
There's gotta be a way
There's
to
a
get
ladder
up
right
there.
The ladder you're standing next to.
Too bad she
Looking at a ladder right
Swann.
now.
trampoline.
There we go.
There is a tool with which to do this. Should have whacked Nora in the face. That would have been really funny.
Sure you don't want to come up?
No.
Oh, Nora.
Someone
Pussy.
needs to be the decoy, and you're a terrible liar.
Okay.
Go.
What aren't you afraid of?
Cat's gonna flip.
Okay, I'm on the roof.
Hello?
Okay, you gotta make sure that you.
Corey, can you
Knock,
get it?
Yeah. Yeah, okay, just keep your pants on.
Cool. Cool.